The Max story. A case study in Germanische Heilkunde. After falling down a staircase, a baby paralyzed on half of his body. Suddenly he was gone, a single moment of carelessness, and the whole family found itself in a dramatic situation that led to a series of conflicts. Not only for baby Max but also for the parents and even for a doctor. Although the parents have known Germanische Heilkunde, GHK-GNM, very precisely for many years, and live according to their knowledge, they had to rush with their son Max to a public hospital to have X-rays and CT scans of the brain done. All results showed an uninjured child, and the paralysis also resolved. Nevertheless, some doctors ceaselessly tried everything in their power to force brain surgery, if necessary by force. A merciless, and for all parties involved conflict-ridden struggle for the life of little Max developed. The parents stood alone against an overpowering system consisting of doctors, the Youth Welfare Department, and Juvenile Court. This unequal struggle for their son's life, against this overpowering opponent, the parents could finally decide in their favor, because they knew well some simple basic legal principles. Only his understanding of the applied rules of the game enabled the father to save his son from a lucrative, but fatal compulsory therapy, and thus let the baby recover whole again, in peace and safety at home. Both, the father and the mother, wrote daily and in real time what they had experienced. In this way, they take the reader with them into their experiences and substantiate their stirring and emotionally very touching story, with the original findings and documents from the hospital. They documented and described each of the numerous conflicts with their detailed knowledge about the GNM-GHK. In Max's case, they were also presented in an easily comprehensible way, using the brain CTs with elaborate graphics. So, for example, Astrid, as a fully breastfeeding and thus hormonally male mother, suffered a territorial loss conflict over her baby. A coronary heart attack as the crisis in the healing phase was just one of the numerous and well-documented symptomatologies in this story. Each conflict is accurately described in real time with an eye to the essentials. The brain CTs are displayed in graphs for documentation. Beginning with Dürckheim syndrome, the conflict progression, constellations, psychoses, conflict resolution, symptoms of the healing phases, tracks, and the various crises are described. A physician and doctor of Germanische Heilkunde, who had learned his knowledge in years of work with Dr.Hamer, stood helpfully by this family in this difficult time. Through his medical expertise, he contributed to this case study. This tragedy became perhaps the most comprehensive, timely, and therefore educational opportunity for Hamer students and interested people to learn to understand the 5 biological laws of nature themselves in a very comprehensive way. The Max story is available in English and German, for all parents who are responsible for their children, and friends of Dr. Hamer, interested people, and students of Germanische Heilkunde. As an ebook or as an ebook plus audiobook. I Want My Baby Back. Ebook, 192 pages. Audiobook, 3.5 hours MP3.